And so the black vote in Texas breaks down to let's look at 2012, 2016, and now 2020.
Yes.
What happened with that?
Yes. So during 2012, 2016, 2020, there were key states. Texas tend to have voted less than 10% of the vote would go Republican when it comes to the black vote in Texas.
In 2012.
And yeah, during that time, 2012, anytime, if we were to go back to the last decade plus, for a Republican to gain anything above 10% for the black vote was just not happening. And so what we find is that President Trump, he was able to break that ceiling. Especially here in 2020, he was able to go above that 10% mark in the great state of Texas. What we see, too, if we were to look outside of Texas and we were to look at just the Republican vote, as I mentioned before to several people, certain key states such as Wisconsin, ironically, the place where the Republican Party started to stop the spread of slavery, that was one key state. Michigan, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, of course, we can add Georgia in now. We can add places like Arizona and Nevada. But those states, including Texas, were all key. But the difference with those previously named states was that the black vote in 2012 went heavily towards President Obama, but by 2016, they weren't so enthusiastic about Hillary Clinton, and those votes went towards then presidential candidate Trump. And Trump ended up, President Trump, by the time we get to 2020, he had what we all want, and that's the power of momentum. And he had the momentum going forward, so he broke a lot of glass ceilings when it comes down to the black vote, even in the state of Texas.
Okay, so did we get a figure for 2020, what the percentage was?
He was at roughly about 11%, so he was definitely above the projected amount that he would need to change the course of history.
So now that you travel the state of Texas,